Heirs Insurance Group comprises Heirs Life Assurance, Heirs General Insurance, and Heirs Insurance Brokers to announce its financial results for the 2023 fiscal year, showcasing substantial growth and an impressive performance across all business indicators. The financial performance highlights the group's resilience, the operational efficiency. The group's general and life companies combined recorded a 59.3% increase in gross written premium, rising from 19.9 billion naira in 2022 to 31.7 billion naira for the year ending December 31st, 2023. Well, there's a lot in these figures, but I have live in the studio Mr. Niyi Onifade. He's the sector head for Heirs Insurance Group. And I have Mr. Wole Fayemi, who's the managing director, chief executive officer of Heirs General Insurance, a member of Heirs Insurance Group. Good afternoon, gentlemen. It's good to have you here again after a while.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
Yes,
it's good. I think I should start this way from my right side. Now, we've seen an impressive figure reported, of course, by your company in just 3 years. I remember you were here before the first time, and that was the first time when you inaugurated your company, when you started, actually. And we are now, let's look at the key factors that led to this impressive performance. Let me use that word.
So let me summarize everything into two. I'm happy you mentioned the fact that we spoke earlier.
Yes.
And I remember that day, I told you that I will return to this studio to tell you that we have done what we promised to do when we started operations. So two things. First, we belong to Heirs Holdings Group, the Pan-African investment company that has interest in different sectors of the economy. Now, that Heirs Holdings Group is chaired by Mr. Tony Lumelu, CFR. And what we have done is to replicate the success that Heirs Holdings is known for. You know, Heirs Holdings has proven to be a great group in different sectors. That day, I told you that we will replicate the same thing in the insurance sector. So that is a factor. That is one of the things that have contributed to this performance you are seeing. The second one has to do with the word promise. You remember that day I told you that insurance is a business of promise. You give a promise, you fulfill it. And that day, I remember we spoke extensively about claims payment. Now, looking at our figures, you can see that from 2022 to 2023, our claims increased by 168%.
Wow.
Moving from 1.1 billion to 4.1 billion in 2023. So that gives the confidence that our group is trustworthy, because insurance is about trust. So people are confident that when they insure their cars, they insure their buildings, they insure their lives with Heirs Insurance Group. At the end of the day, we'll pay claims. Okay? Now, still talking about promises. We promise that we will make insurance simple, accessible, and affordable. And that is what we have been doing since launching to the general public on 1st of June, 2021. So there is no secret to it, actually. We are just fulfilling those promises, and we will continue to fulfill those promises.
Very interesting start. And technology is something he touched on. Now, how are you, let me ask you now, Mr. Fayemi, deploying technology now to take insurance sector to the next level, onto your customers, of course?
Okay, thank you very much, Tolu. You know, our mandate is clear that we are going to disrupt the market. And how do you do that? We've got to do things differently.
True.
We know that the days of analog is gone. We've got to come, if we are truly serious about disrupting the market, we know we've got to come from the angle of automation, digitization of our processes. And, you know, we have all the funds to deploy to technology in order to make the customer journey very simple, very easy. And that's what we've been doing. Our processes are reviewed and fully automated, which is giving us an edge, competitive edge, I will tell you, in terms of service delivery, top quality service delivery, and again, making it very convenient and comfortable for our clients to patronize us, buy our insurance solution right in the comfort of their offices and their homes. So that is all we are doing.
Let me follow up with Nigerians really don't like insurance, and we always talk about this, and we talked about this the first time I had Mr. Onifade on my show. Yeah. But I'm amazed by reporting this interesting and impressive figures. Okay. As operators, what do you think has been the issues causing this?
Okay, well, it is true that people are skeptical about insurance, and that largely is responsible for the low penetration we have recorded over the years.
Yes.
A business that is over 100 years in Nigeria, that's the business of insurance, yet the penetration is less than 100% and 1%. And it's because of experience, of the past. People doing things not in line with global best practice, and that is the reason the likes of Heirs Insurance Group has come to the stage to change the narrative, to make a promise and make our word our bond. And that's what we've been doing. Now, when people have bought our insurance solution and when the chips are down, we are there to actually make them happy. Certainly, they become our marketers who are out there selling us and even selling our products, selling our brand. And that is responsible for the way our growth has been quite very massive within the space of 3 years.
You want to say something around that? Because this insurance thing, that penetration and, bringing more people into the net, how has it been?
So, as I said, insurance is all about trust.
It is.
And you go out there, you ask people what their experience has been when it comes to insurance. Tendency is that majority of the responses you will get will be negative. And those were the things we saw before entering the market. We said we would democratize access to insurance. We discussed this the last time. We said we will leverage on technology. We said we will provide simple, accessible, and affordable insurance. That is what we are doing, and that is what we are doing to change the narrative in the industry. Because people really don't trust you when you tell them about insurance. But then give that confidence to people. Then create the awareness, because many people don't really know how insurance actually works. And since day one, we've been creating the awareness. I mean, you see us everywhere talking about insurance, talking about the benefits that you derive from insurance and so on and so forth. So for me, I see a brighter future for insurance. And we will be in the forefront of leading that change in this industry.
That sounds good. And we talked about claims, payment of claims, and we have spoken about your other figures and all. Let's talk a little about your claims payment. That percentage you talked about, it looks very 168%. What do you have to say about that?
Okay, the business of insurance is a business that is an acid test of insurance. The insurance public are not interested in the beauty, how beautiful your office is, how worthy your policy document is. The acid test is in when there is claims, how fast are you able to respond to their need? How dodgy do you become when there is claim? And that's, we are how to address all those issues. And that's what we've been doing. That accounts for a situation where in 2022, Heirs General paid 471 million naira. 2023, it rose to 1.6 billion naira. Right now, where we stand today, this is the month of October, we've paid well over 1.6 billion naira in claims. And we still have 1 quarter to go. We are willing to entertain any claim that is genuine, properly investigated, and we are sure that, okay, this one, there is no hanky-panky about it, so there is no reason whatsoever to delay the claim process or the claims payment. So that is when the confidence that has been lost can be restored in the insurance public. So, and that is why we are committed, to claims payment, especially genuine ones.
Genuine ones.
Yes.
That are confirmed. Mr. Onifade, penetration. We've talked about penetration, and it's low. We know that it's less than 1%. Now that's really not looking good. But now let's look at the role of the regulator, NICOM. They have a new leadership, and there's a lot of energy there. I must say, I've had a chat with the new man there. And what role do you think they must play in pushing this percentage higher?
I believe that the regulator is really doing well. The regulator is doing everything humanly possible to change the narratives in the industry, most especially when it comes to the issue of claims payment. If the claims experience is good, penetration is almost certain. Okay? Now, the regulator is also saying that operators must adopt technology. Well, maybe not a must, but then it will be the happiness of the regulator for everybody to adopt technology. Because with that, you can reach many, many people. The regulator is also leading when it comes to technology. That's why we now talk about NICOM Portal. Okay? And as you said, the new leadership, honestly, I give kudos to them. And then the regulator is saying that give customer experience a priority, okay? And then you now have what we call NICOM Complaints Portal. Wow. So people can actually go to that portal to report any insurance company or agent or broker that is not fulfilling the obligations. So I see the role of the regulator as being very crucial, and I also see the regulator also playing the role of market development, which is very important. It's not just about supervising the operators. It's also about developing the market. And I can confirm that they are really doing that. Yes, they can do more, just like any other person can do more as far as the industry is concerned. And then that is also one good thing about us, about our group. We take collaboration as a very important thing that must be done. So we take collaboration seriously. So, that also ties to the philosophy of our chairman, Africapitalism,
yes,
which is about collaborating, the private sector and the public sector collaborating to transform the society. So, as a group, we are working closely with NICOM to make sure that things change in our industry. We don't want to be hearing about, some companies are not paying claims, some companies are not issuing policies on time, and so on and so forth. We don't want to be hearing that. We are operating in the industry. And, when other operators also see what Heirs Insurance Group is doing, it's a giving. They will also want to replicate what we are doing. And then by doing that, we are all together changing the state of things. We are improving the industry and working closely with the regulator.
You want to say something about the regulator's role here? Because it's quite important.
Honestly, the regulator's role cannot be overemphasized because they are the one that actually dictate the direction of things.
It's true.
So if people were skeptical in the past about insurance, it might be because probably in the past things had not been done the way it should be done. But I tell you, I'm so happy, and most of us in the industry today are happy with the present crop of guys at the executive management level, at the regulatory place. So we are banking so seriously on them because they have antecedents. They are brilliant people who have done it before, and we have so much confidence in them that if they continue with the way they are going, even in less than 6 months now that they took over mantle of leadership, we have started seeing positive changes from all angles. And we believe that if they continue this way, certainly everything that has not been right will be corrected in the industry.
Will definitely be corrected. Now let's bring it down back home. Now back to you, Mr. Onifade. What is Heirs Insurance Group doing to increase percentage of insured people in Nigeria? Maybe some specifics now that you're doing.
A lot. First, we introduced what we call Prince. That's our chatbot, and it's AI driven. And that is in line with our promise of leveraging on technology to deepen insurance in the country. We brought in Prince. Then we have one of the best websites in the industry today where you can access any of our products or services. Then we decided to also consider those who are not so technology savvy, right? And that is why today we have branches in 106 local governments in the country, branches and retail offices. We also partnered with UBA, that's talking about bank assurance. Today, we are present in more than 250 branch offices of UBA. So all you need to do is just walk into any UBA branch office and then access our products and services. We also introduced a lot of things when it comes to operation, which has now led to speedy claims settlement. Now, those claims figures that we gave, you wonder how long it took us to settle them. Most of them were settled within 48 hours. And we keep on improving on the claims turnaround time every day. We also have some that were even paid within 1 hour. We continue to improve on this. So then talking about our products, I think I've spoken to that. Simple products, and then we make them affordable for everybody. And then still talking about technology. You know, I must continue to go back to technology because we say that we are a digital insurance group. So on your phone, you can access our products using our mobile app, using our Prince chatbot. You know, you can also pay your premium easily because it's not just about buying the product. It's also about maintaining the product. So a lot of things.
I know you definitely have something to say about that, what you're doing to increase insured people in the country.
You're right. Definitely, I will add to that. In the area of awareness, in the area of enlightenment, in the area of education and all of that, we are quite big on that. We are doing massively to support even the regulator and the entire industry to educate the masses. We have come up with quite a lot of simple products which we have, pushed into the public. When you look at it, the SMEs in Nigeria have been consistently contributing not less than 50 to 55% of the GDP. So we are focusing on the SMEs to support their businesses when they need finance. No financiers who want to support them without guarantee. We provide that guarantee for SMEs, in order to give them the comfort, the comfort for them that they will use the fund as appropriate, So all of these are adding up to how we are growing the industry and again, expanding the reach, of insurance scope in Nigeria. Yeah.
We all know that businesses, I'm staying with you now, should be more than just numbers. Now, what CSR projects has your group embarked on to create, of course, impact on the society?
Okay, well, that's a very good one. I tell you that not only the Heirs Insurance Group, our mother company, the Heirs Holding Group, is quite big on CSR because we believe we must give back to the society that makes us. Our focus has always been on transforming the society and impacting the people positively. And that informed our being very critical and being intentional about CSR projects. Very recently, we looked at the Nigerian Immigration Office at Ikoyi. We provided them with a 30 kVA solar system. For a long time, if you go to Ikoyi in recent time, you will see that the pace of the operation is very, very fast, quite fast, faster than how it has used to be, because issue of power that has been disrupting the operation before now has been addressed. That's massive. Now, we talk about ESG, we are doing quite a lot. We have visited so many offices, so many schools to help those people that are less privileged, just to ensure that those students are assisted, by funding their education and quite a lot of things that we're doing. So in terms of CSR,
and talking about education, but first and foremost, this is also about Africapitalism,
Yeah.
CSR.
Yes, that's true.
So apart from the fact that we support the initiatives of the Tony Elumelu Foundation as far as CSR is concerned, we have also committed more than 100 million to different CSR initiatives over the last 3 years. So Wole mentioned the issue of education. We started giving scholarships to junior secondary school students right from 2021. And this year, in fact, last month, we brought the winners to Abuja, where we gave a total of 8 million naira as scholarship to the winner, the first runner-up, and the second runner-up. And we also gave 1 million naira to the school of the winner. We did not also leave out the creative sector. I know that the last time we came here, we were talking about the creative sector. We committed $30,000 US to the creative sector by supporting those in the sector, and we call that Tony Elumelu Storyteller Foundation. So I mean, so many things we've been doing in that regard. And by the way, I forgot to also mention this. We have the story of our journey of the last 3 years properly prepared so that people can know exactly what we've been doing. And that is available on YouTube. You can access it also on Instagram.
3 years?
3 years. It's the story of our journey. It's a documentary of how things.
What's been the driving force? What's been the driving force?
Yeah, because people must know that insurance is necessary. Insurance is a catalyst for the growth and development of any society. And don't forget, I keep repeating the word promise. We have given promises, and we are keeping those promises. Now, another thing I must say is that our group has a purpose. Talking about the group now, I'm talking right from Heirs Group. We are a group within the Heirs group.
Yes.
So our purpose is to improve lives and transform the society. And we believe that insurance is one of the greatest ways through which you can improve people's lives and transform the society. So that is the driving force.
Interesting conversation all time. Mr. I know you say something about the driving force, but add to it, what should we expect moving forward? 3 years gone down and we see this brilliant performance. What are we looking at moving forward?
Okay, thank you very much, Tolu. Moving forward, we still have a lot, to cover the insuring public. We have a lot to do to expand the reach of insurance towards areas that are largely unreached. When you look at the insurance statistics in Nigeria, you will see lopsidedness in terms of penetration. The 2020 statistics showed largely that the total gross premium written in the country, not less than 79% of it came from Southwest. And out of the 79% that came from Southwest, 80% came from Lagos State. We have regions in Nigeria that are only contributed 1%, 2%, 10% for the the Abuja and that environment, that region. So what we are doing is to enlarge our reach, through technology, through branch expansion, and not even within Nigeria. When we are done, enlarging our reach within Nigeria, we are even expanding our reach to Africa. And that is the direction we're going. So we have quite a lot in stock, and we believe with the technology that we are adopting, and insurance solutions that we believe will meet the needs of the people. With all the emerging risk, we are providing insurance solutions for them. So with that, certainly, people should be rest assured that insurance is not going to be business as usual in Nigeria.
What are your thoughts, trends, predictions for the insurance industry, let's say, in another 10 years?
Wow. My belief in the industry is very, very strong. Very, very strong. I see an industry that we move from less than 1% penetration rate to a double-digit penetration rate within the next 10 years. I see an industry where the issue of claims payment would have been totally removed, in the sense that people will now know that this industry is a claims-paying industry. I also see a stronger industry with strong capital base within the next 10 years. I see an industry that people will believe in. So I see a situation where somebody will be drawing up his budget, and the first thing he will be thinking about is insurance. I see an industry that is well respected, not only in Nigeria, but globally. That is what I see. And we at Heirs Insurance Group will be at the forefront to making these positive changes for the industry.
That's short.
Yeah, okay. Well, Heirs Insurance Group is here to stay. We are already making our mark in the industry, and we still have quite a lot to offer the nation at large. So people should look out for us, and they should keep supporting us. We appreciate those that have been supporting us, and we promise that we are never going to disappoint them.
Mr. Wole Fayemi, I must thank you so much. MD CEO, Heirs General Insurance, the member of the Heirs Insurance Group. Mr. Niyi Onifade is the sector head for Heirs Insurance Group. I must thank you so much. I hope to see you again soon so that we can look at some issues in the industry.
Very soon.
Hope to have you. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
All